Hi, I'm Brad Hatfield, and I am the course creator and instructor for Music Supervision. I'd like to just take a few minutes and tell you about the course. Music supervisors are the folks that are really in an incredible position between the production companies that need music to have it licensed and to have something that's going to work really well for their project, and writers, publishers, and owners of the master recordings. Although the course carries the title of music supervision, it's not just for folks that want to become music supervisors, but this provides skill sets and information that will help you if you are a writer, publisher, working for a record company, if you are interested in working with post-production and becoming a music supervisor, or whether you're charged with working with a producer that needs to have music cleared to be used in their project, whether it be film, TV, video games, or even helping brand an advertisement product or retail establishment. We start the course with an overview of all the areas that a music supervisor would need to be familiar with. And you can see it can be pretty daunting, but I can guarantee you, you'll understand all of these various areas of expertise by the end of the course. Because music supervision doesn't exist just in the present in terms of the music that you're going to be using, one of the first assignments that we do is to go and find some music, maybe from another land, a different type of genre that you're not familiar with, music from a different era. As you know, film and television, video games are set in all sorts of situations. Characters listen to different types of music. So we increase our familiarity with these different styles to help us better serve the story. Once we have gotten all the basic tools together, it's time for the midterm, which is unique in that the students form teams. They are charged with getting an asset, which is a scene that they're going to work with. They've got to go and find the music that is licensable, that works within their budget. And within that 100-minute class, they've given the scene, they find the music, blend it in with the scene. They write down all the information of who the rights owners are and their affiliations with the PROs. And they will blend those two items together and upload those to a server within that time frame, with that one class. They'll also supply the instructor with a couple of other options that would be viable in case they were pitching to a real producer. The producer may not like their first choice. So it moves in real time with a real teamwork attitude, and it's pretty exciting. As the semester moves on, there are other skills besides learning how to put together licensing proposals, preparing cue sheets, understanding master use and sync and performance licenses, all paperwork sort of heavy areas, but necessary to understand. But we also run real-time negotiations, mock negotiations that really give you the feel of how you're going to perform if you had to negotiate with a rights owner to obtain a license. So teamwork, negotiating skills, assertiveness, these are all a big part of being successful in this industry, and that is woven into the fabric of also learning these other more technical issues. Once all these things are put together, we're ready for the final project, which is unique and one of a kind. The class is divided up into production teams as music supervisors that are charged with finding music and licensing music, working within a budget for several scenes and several ads. They must find this music that's going to work for those scenes, but they also must license everything, so paperwork is going to change hands. They will work with an Industry 2 class at Northeastern acting as publishers who will represent music to the supervisors. This is very typical. This is how business is done. And they need to sift through whatever the Music Industry 2 class is furnishing to the music supervisors to find something that's going to work best. They'll negotiate fees if something gets in, and the two of them will work all the paperwork out that they will need to have this move exactly as it would in the real world. And here's where it gets interesting. The Music Supervision class is working with the Music Industry 2 class, but the Music Industry 2 class, acting as publishers, third-party publishers, are actually getting their music from sources that they have on their own in the Northeastern community and beyond, but they're also culling it from the songwriting class that I have that is also pitching their songs to the publishers, as well as Northeastern University's Green Line Records, which already has a lot of content that is viable and licensable. Of course, it need to be negotiated and deals would need to be worked out, but this is how the industry really works. When a project is in motion and they need music to work for these various scenes, they use all resources to make sure that they get the best fit. And they depend upon publishers, song catalogs, music libraries, record companies, and so forth to find that music. So this is a unique final project. It's involving 3 different classes simultaneously, as well as outside resources. From doing this final project, I can guarantee you there will be networking opportunities for you to actually forge what might be forward-moving working relationships that will carry you into the professional world. Once again, this class is all about learning all the theory, moving through it, coming out the other side with not only the skill sets, but an opportunity to network with folks that you might end up working with. Last but not least, throughout the course, I'll be playing videos of exclusive interviews that I have with music supervisors. We'll feature interviews with the author of the text that we use, Music Supervision, Dave Nadiak, who is a music supervisor for MTV. We have several clips of interviews that I've conducted with Alex Patsavas, who's a very well-known music supervisor for the Twilight series, but also the OC, Grey's Anatomy, and hosts of other shows. Lindsay Wolfington, One Tree Hill music supervisor, and also a host of other post-production folks that I think that you would gain so much from hearing what they have to say. They're really speaking to you, the students. So it's a great opportunity to get a window into the real world. I do hope you'll take the course. The field of music supervision shows no signs of stopping here, only growth. Very contrary to a lot of other trends in the music industry, that marriage of music and other story elements will be around forever. So the skills that you will gain, both as a team member, negotiating skills, but also understanding cue sheets and license proposals, are things that you're going to need to know if you're going to stay in this business and be relevant. So I do hope you'll take the course and benefit from everything it has to offer you.